Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your mid-January 2022 general tarot reading. It's Raina here, using my new cheery Cosmic Slumber tarot deck, no less. This is like an extra card. I wonder if I should even use this. I'm going to I'll put this to the side. I don't want to use this as a okay. It's interesting because I do read reversed cards. I usually have a rule that if I get 2 or 3 in a row that I will, like 2 in a row, then I will look at the deck, but then I got an upright card. This one I'm always reading as a challenge card anyway. Let me put this. So, you know what, to tell you the truth, this was one that I was going to do, so I'm going to do one for this is for the past position. Okay. I'm going to just hold it upright just because you can't see it when it's reversed. So the heart of the matter is the Prince of Pentacles, which is, I'm reading I'm just holding it upright so that you can see it, but it's actually a reverse card. And if you look, some of these cards, this is such a new deck that I haven't pulled this card before, and you can see that bull, and this is actually, or is an ox, I don't even know, maybe that's the same thing. Oh gosh, don't ridicule me if that's true. This card is actually connected to Taurus, so it makes a lot of sense. And in the upright position, it's all about the work ethic, the person who is, plodding away, but they're making progress little by little. They're saving their money, or they're just doing what they need to do on the practical level. When it's in the challenge position, this can be somebody who is irresponsible when it comes to these matters of practical matters. So let's say that, Gemini, you are dealing with a partner who is refusing to take financial responsibility within the relationship, or maybe, and you're, kind of putting it all on you, or maybe you're a parent and this is your adult child who is doing this, and you're kind of a little bit at a loss, like, how can I, how am I enabling the situation? What should I do about it? That kind of thing. And so the Knight card, like I said, is not part of the regular deck. And so I'm just going to read it on my own. And since I picked it in the reversed position, I would say that it is that person who's afraid to look at their shadow, who is running away maybe from a form of escapism, shirking their responsibilities because they really don't know what to do with themselves for some reason. And sometimes, the way that we are in society, we judge people for acting this way, but we never seem to really try and understand why they're reacting this way. And so we have here in the past position too, the Four of Pentacles. This person may have changed their behavior. Maybe before they were very wise about their finances and a good steward of their finances, and now they're just kind of reckless, or they don't care. Or maybe this is an aspect of you where you have been very aware of your finances, but somebody else is wreaking havoc on them. So again, when you're dealing with an adult child and they're always asking for money, and maybe you have retired and you had everything all planned out, and they're kind of uh, taking from what your nest egg or something, or a partner and something like that. The higher message is another reversed card, so I'm looking just to show it to you. And this is a card of marriage and happily ever after, but it's in the challenge position. So, and it can be like a family card. So what this is suggesting, and usually I don't read these like literally, but I think in this case it makes sense, is that because maybe you're in denial over this, is that this situation is kind of tearing the family apart. If this is between you and a spouse or you and an adult child, it's creating tension for everyone in that unit. And so it extends way beyond a one-on-one relationship. So that's why it's imperative that you deal with the situation. What crosses you? The Six of Swords. And this can be in the upright position. I'm not reading it that way, but in the upright position, it's like leaving behind the, what is inharmonious in your life, and choosing peace and going away from the problem. In the challenge position, it means that you are not doing that, and therefore you're staying within that negative space. And for those Gemini people who have their Venus in Taurus, Venus and or Mars in Taurus, or your moon in Taurus, Leo, things like that, you might be more, as a fixed sign, you kind of stay the course, even if something, in your emotional life, your romantic life, even if it's not working. And that can be not so good sometimes because nothing ever gets solved. What's coming in? It's a Lover's card. And normally, oh, I love this. This is the first time I've gotten this. It's got kind of a hippie vibe. I guess this whole deck kind of does in a way. But what this card can be, obviously, can speak about a love situation. I think there's a couple of things that we can interpret. First of all, this card is connected to Gemini. So that might indicate someone that you're dealing with, or someone who is a confidant who helps you sort things out, and you always go to this person, they have the best advice. But the Lover's card can be about a choice that you have to make. Maybe you're at the horns of a decision, and you can only make this yourself. And perhaps you've been avoiding this moment in time because you don't want to make a certain decision, because you know what you're going to do. And it's going to be a problem, because you know that another person may not be happy with that decision. Maybe more than one person won't be happy. Depending if you're talking about a whole family full of people, they may blame you, think that you're the wrong one. And sometimes you have to accept the fact that you're not going to be able to make everybody happy, and you have to be okay with that. And I also think with the Lover's card is that when you bring love into any situation, and that means, it doesn't mean anything goes, but that you see you see God in every person, and you see that every person is only trying to be happy, to make themselves happy, then you don't have the same type of negative feelings towards them, even if they're doing something that you don't like and that you think that they shouldn't be doing. You still bring your energetic frequency to them coming from a place of acceptance instead of rejection. And so even if you have to give an ultimatum, you're giving it in love. You're not giving it in that sense of condemnation or anything like that. The outcome, again, it's a reverse card. I just want to show you how it looks like. I think this is the first time I've gotten this. The Nine of Cups. I'm reading this in the reversed way. This is a very positive card. So, and I think this is Jupiter in Pisces, and we're actually in Jupiter in Pisces right now. And for you, well, that's your career sector. I haven't been reading this. I've been reading this more as a personal situation. Gemini, sometimes I try to do both, but for some reason I really felt compelled to do it this way. The Nine of Cups in the reverse position is really about looking at self-indulgence. And how does it make one's life not as good as it could be because they're overdoing it? Too much of a good thing. That's what it really talks about. And this can apply to relationships. Maybe you have been giving somebody too much leeway and allowing them to do this kind of behavior, and it's not helping them. And remembering that as you make this decision, remembering that a person who, if you give somebody an inch and they take a mile, they have no regard for your boundaries, nor do they have any kind of self-control. So while we can't control them, we can decide what we're willing to tolerate. And that might have to be where how you make your decision, by having those boundaries in place so that you can let somebody know what you're willing to do for them and what they need to do for themselves. Okay, that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a personal reading, the link is below. I'm primarily an astrologer. I say that because when I do tarot, some people may assume that I'm only doing tarot, and I really do a lot more astrology. The link is below for more information on my readings. I hope that the next week is a good one for you. Take care.